Throughout human history, we have been dependent on machines to survive.
Marketing Tech Blog.
Those invitations, they must be with my clients' checks. They're lost in the mail somewhere. Hello, everybody, and this is exciting to be back because Jen and I were, and Marty were actually out in San Diego for Social Media Marketing World. So be sure to check Jen's Twitter stream. Yep. She did some incredible live blogging of the event. The event is actually, you can still sign up and get a virtual ticket and still attend all of the, I think it's like $100 or something like that. So awesome. I would do that. They had 65 presenters, fantastic speakers and companies out there. It was just an amazing event. I'd recommend it to anybody. Social Media Examiner does a fantastic job of putting those on.
By the way, I just want to make sure that everybody knows that we still have Jeremy Epstein from Sprinkler on the line, so he's going to sit in and listen to some of the marketing tech news.
Uh-oh. So when we were out there, interesting, Diners Club was there. Mm-hmm. So they did an interview that's on the Marketing Tech Blog with me, and Diners Club is an interesting case because they're just breaking into social media now. Mm-hmm. Here their entire history has really been being this exclusive club, right? But they haven't adopted social media technology. So they were a platinum sponsor at Social Media Marketing World and really just taking it in. So they kicked it off with a video contest worldwide. And they're jumping into it. So that might be a company that you want to kind of watch at that level, just testing the waters and getting going. We have an article on responsive design. We've talked about that before on this show, but responsive design is basically that you're able to design your website to fit any type of viewport. So whether it's a mobile device or whether it's a tablet, there's an experience that's customized in a single layout. Mm-hmm. And there's some advantages from an SEO standpoint there too, and that's that you get uniform messaging, uniform page construction across all of your mobile and tablet sites. And Google is paying a lot more attention to mobile SEO now.
Yes, they are.
And whether your site is both fast from a mobile device standpoint and that it's properly optimized.
I think actually Sprinkler has a mobile piece to this, to their infrastructure as well, that they deliver content on. Isn't that right, Jeremy?
Well, you have to. I mean, we have, apps for iOS, Android, and Windows. And you're right. I mean, look, as you guys know, social doesn't stop. It doesn't only happen 9 to 5. And so our clients said, look, and they're totally right. We actually went out ahead of them and said, we're going to give you guys a mobile app and a way to engage the same way you would at your desktop through mobile, because things happen and you need to be able to monitor, respond, assign, and do all the stuff that you need to do from your mobile app. So, yeah, you got to think mobile first today. You guys know that, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And other people are doing it, too. We talk about Vocus, which is a PR program for outreach to influencers. They just came out with a mobile version of their app, so they realize people are starting to realize that the productivity of mobile is increasing, not just, it's not just for email anymore. Let's see. We talk about TapInfluence, which is a remake of BlogFrog, I believe it is. Basically came out with a new influencer platform for finding and seeking people of influence. And for small businesses, what this means to you is, or large businesses alike, is that sometimes you don't own the audience and sometimes you don't want to invest in the content strategies and the efforts that it takes. Well, a lot of times there's bloggers out there and there's publications out there that already have the audience that you want to reach. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of these programs that we're seeing popping up are really to tap into those people and find those people and even have paid sponsorships and engagements with them. We have a funny story that on our plane ride out of LA into San Francisco, because we went and visited a client too. Ray Liotta was sitting in first class with us. Insanity ensued. So I'll just say, go read the blog post on Marketing Tech Blog. There's a great picture of Ray sitting on my lap in first class.
Ray kissed him on the cheek, too.
Yeah. Well, we're not supposed to talk about that. We have a couple of infographics, of course, infographics and a video on a online search behavior survey. That's fantastic. one on influencer outreach versus brand advocacy that Jay Bear and his team put out. That's incredible. We have an infographic that Jen actually helped develop, and that's technology for successful sales enablement. Not just marketing and social media. There's incredible speed and momentum in the sales enablement side of the business. So these are tools that really help your salespeople drive results faster, more efficiently, connect with the right people.
Well, and tools can be just as important as the people. Using the right tools in the right way to its full, functionality is important. To streamline the process, essentially. We've cut down, shortened sales cycles, but we have to use tools to do that in this market.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And centralizing documentation.
So guys, if I could jump in, I'll throw something in that might be helpful. I know we've talked a lot of...
You're not allowed to jump in anymore, Jeremy.
Oh, God.
Just joking with that.
I got a negative Nancy here, Jeremy. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You're tired of me. It's not the first time it's happened. My wife reminds me of that every day. So.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's a rough life. What can I say? So, I know I've been talking a lot about enterprise, and I know that you have a mixed audience here, but you did just mention Jay Bear, and I wanted to just give everyone notice that Jay actually contributed a very thoughtful piece to an ebook that we put out. We called it the Enterprise Social Media Dream Team, but although the name says Enterprise, if you guys just go Google,
I remember that article.
You might Bing Social Media Dream Team. Either way, you'll find the ebook, and there's just a lot of really valuable information that's applicable just from a strategic and best practices perspective across the board, no matter how big the company is. And Jay was one of 30 people to contribute, along with some of the other, Brogan and Jaffe and Mitchell and Rohit Bhargava, and a whole bunch of great names in there that some of your listeners might find valuable.
Awesome. Yes, go get it. We have, as well, just closing out, we talked about Freebase, a technology it's basically a database of people, places, or things. And this is basically an open source database. It was purchased by Google, purchased the company that was managing it. But if you wanted to query anything, and when you think about that from a marketing standpoint, that maybe you wanted to query all of the neighborhoods in a certain district or something like that, or you wanted all the albums that the police put out. Basically, this is a cool database that you can utilize for things like that. And so
it's got everything in it.
It's got everything in it. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to test that.
1.2 billion facts are in it. 39 million topics of some
Oh, my
sort,
Lord.
and growing faster every single day.
That's a time waster right there.
Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah. But we're going to see it power a lot of different applications and everything.